Good morning and welcome to Sunday Morning Beers.
Good morning.
Cheers, Tracy. Usually on Sunday Morning Beers we're telling you about another brewery's beers. This morning we're drinking beer from one of the best breweries in the world, 4th Street Brewery, and they're very appropriate for Sunday morning Belgian bread stout. It's one of my current favorites.
Yeah.
And we have these really cool German steins.
St. George and Bra Butenheim.
Mm-hmm. Something we got for free.
Yeah,
You know,
but they really are from Germany. They're very cool.
Very cool.
Fancy.
So that's what we have this morning. Now last week we missed out on doing an episode. We went to the wonderful, always fun, Great Taste of the Midwest, best beer festival in the country.
Yep.
And unfortunately we're not really set up to do a show remotely. I think we'd have to have a more powerful laptop.
Believe me, if we would have been filming there, all the crazies would have been trying to get in on it too. There are people, when they get drunk, you know, when people get drunk.
If we did it, yes, we would have had to have done it in the privacy of our hotel.
It could have been insane.
Or got up really early on Sunday morning before all the drunks were still sleeping.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah. But next year, we'll think about that because I think it would be a fun place to do a show from. So, anyways, we came back, and this last Wednesday and Thursday we celebrated Festivus in August. It was the second time that we celebrated Festivus in August. And we had a lot of beers on tap for everybody. We had 4 beers Wednesday, 4 beers Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
And we played a fun little game, I guess you could call it. It was called Name That Beer, where we gave you a chance to pick a beer for us to brew. And we had a lot of really good entries, a lot of good ideas. But we said, we're going to pick just one beer out of there at random, and the person who submitted that beer, gets either 4 free pints of that beer or a free growler of that beer. And the beer that we chose was submitted by Marla Rudis, Mike and Marla. And it is, are you ready for this? A bourbon barrel-aged pumpkin beer. How tasty does that sound? That sounds very
like bourbon.
Tracy's not a bourbon fan, but I'm a big bourbon fan. I think that sounds good. Bourbon and pumpkin. And that also sounds perfect for Harvest Fest, which is going to be at the end of September, beginning of October. The celebration of the Michigan harvest, which will definitely include some beers made with locally grown hops, for sure. But so that was the winning beer, the bourbon barrel aged pumpkin beer, submitted by Marla, and gives a lot of good ideals.
Yeah.
I will say this: there was an underlying theme of the people that come to 4th Street Brewery definitely like IPAs, and also definitely like porters and stouts. A lot of those 3 styles submitted. So you will see some of the other beers submitted, I think, brewed eventually as well. One of the beers that I thought was pretty interesting was a apple walnut ale.
Yeah, I heard about that. I'm trying to think of somebody told me that they put that in there, and I can't remember who said they put it in there.
Yeah,
that was interesting.
I got to figure out exactly how I would do it, but I think that I would definitely do that. So
I don't know. We've never done a nut beer. Have you ever done nuts beer?
No, I've
peanut butter.
Yeah, peanut butter beers, but it's something I've been thinking about, and I think that would be fun.
It'd be different.
So this week we have not quite as many beers as last week, but still a two-fisted Thursday, as we have the return of the very popular Purpa-Gang Pilsner, a very unusual style of beer. It's a pre-prohibition style, and what it is it's kind of the early German immigrants take as they were coming to the United States at a time that Pilsners were just taking off in Europe, and it's sort of the American take on that, using American ingredients, which of course includes using corn. And this year's edition has almost 20% corn in it. So you might be thinking, all those nasty big brewery beers have corn in them. Well, you don't. It doesn't make a nasty beer necessarily if you use corn in it.
No.
Corn adds a nice underlying sweetness to it. With a lot of hop character, American hops used in it. So it's a nice crisp, hoppy beer with that underlying corn sweetness in it. So that's what's coming out. And then we also have a cask-conditioned version of that. A cask-conditioned lager is always a cool thing. Cask-conditioned version of that with it's a new hop variety as far as I know of. I guess it's been around a few years, but you don't see it very much. It's called Preeminent, or Premiant, and it was bred from aroma varieties to even though it has a lot of alpha acids in it, it's not has a very subdued bitterness and a very mild flavor to it. You mostly get the aroma. So looking forward to that. That's what we have on Thursday.
Okay.
And of course the usual specials. All day happy hour on Monday, fan club deals on Sunday and Tuesday, Long Island pictures on Wednesday, Friday, Saturday.
Yeah, nothing's changed from the weeks before, right?
Nope, nothing new this week. Just new beers. So that's what's going on at 4th Street Brewery.
Oh, and by the way, if anybody's wondering, Doug's finger's not broken. It's just
no, partially missing. You can call me Nine Finger.
But what does he say? He got a really bad boo-boo.
Yep, that's the official prognosis. So that's what's going on this week at 4th Street Brewery.
Okay.
And we will see you there, hopefully more than once.
Cheers.
Have a great week, everybody.